Welcome back to Celebrity Radio. We're talking to the stars of Las Vegas, and they don't come any bigger than Alex. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks for asking.
I mean, you and I have got the same name, but that's about where the similarities end, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. There might be more.
Nobody's asking me to audition for this show, but they did ask you, and I wonder what it's like being you, because it can't be any more thrilling than walking out the Excalibur every night to hundreds of women gagging for you.
Honestly, it's a lot of fun. You, no matter what mood you come to work in, and what things like before the show, you walk out on stage at the very start, everyone starts screaming. It's an easy lift up for sure.
I guess if you're ever feeling down about the world, this is the ultimate show because it's feel good. I mean, it's entertainment, it's comedy. It's not just guys stripping, which would be terribly boring after about 2 minutes, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's definitely a feel good show. We have ladies coming out of the show room with a massive smile on their face, and everyone's like, "Thank you so much for the show." Skeptics as well. People are like, "I never thought this kind of show was for me." Will come up to us and be like, "Thank you so much." So it's really cool.
What's the rules on giving numbers and things like that? Are you allowed to date the entire audience, or is there a limited number a week?
They don't limit the numbers. No, thankfully it's still pretty much left up to the boys on that one. They don't try and hold us back.
I guess the thing is now with social media and all the stuff that's out there, the show has changed. I think the last time I was here, there was no Twitter, so now of course we can get hold of you all. And I suppose it must be nice. If they like you, they tell you they love you. Equally, if they don't like you, they tell you that too.
Yeah, that's very much the case. They thankfully not too many people messaging to say they don't like us. But yeah, it's, even if you didn't even speak to a girl during the show, they definitely find a way to come and make contact with you afterwards, which is cool. A lot of the time it's a really nice message, people being like, "Thank you so much, you looked after my mum, you made our Vegas trip special." So it's actually really cool.
And it is astounding how diverse this audience is. I mean, it's literally from 21 to 81, isn't it? Everybody can come, and it's fun. It's not seedy and it's not creepy. They really work hard to get that balance right.
Yeah, I feel like the guys definitely come into it with that sort of mindset. We're not out there trying to like be predators or anything. It's very much a friendly interaction and we're in the crowd and having a lot of fun. If there's blokes out there, husbands, whatever, we're trying to make sure they're having a good time as well.
And it's interesting that you and I could be sat in opposite seats right now, because originally you intended on being a journalist and considered this as a life career. Instead, you're sat here being a sex symbol.
Yeah, that was my original intention, was to be on the other side of the microphone. But yeah, that played out very quickly and then ended up over here.
Tell me about when you arrived and how long you've been here and how easy it was to get the gig.
Luckily for me, it was quite easy. I turned up just over a year ago. It honestly came from social media as well. I had a second cousin tag me in a Facebook post that was a casting call, and I'm sure she just put my name on that post as a joke, but I responded to an email, had a meeting with our owners, and very quickly they were like, "You can come and work for us. When can you hop on a plane?" And I had to slow things down a little bit. I had some stuff going on back home, so I sort of put the brakes on a little bit. But yeah, very quickly I was over here and trying to learn to dance.
That's what I was going to ask you next, because this is a 50-50 show, isn't it? It's 50% looking delicious and then 50% being able to carry it off. And I guess that's the toughest part. You're born beautiful, but you're not necessarily born able to move. No,
and having been in this job, I've met a lot of dancers and have come to appreciate how much skill is involved in dancing. We're certainly not guys who have been lifetime dancers or on-stage performers, but you're right, it's and I'm learning still in this year I've been here that it's that fine, intricate mix of what you bring to the stage, being able to perform, how you appear, and how you present with the ladies as well.
Is there a tipping point with the show on a Saturday night when they've had almost too much to drink and it's terrifying? Or is it always fun? Because women, I always say there's a double standard how they're allowed to behave in a room like this compared to if I went to a female strip club. You sit on your hands and you behave. That's not the case at Thunder Down Under.
Yeah, two very different worlds. A room full of women with blokes taking their shirts off and vice versa. I can't say it's ever gotten scary, but there's times where you have to sort of make sure there's some sort of line, you know what I mean? There is a tipping point. If you come to the 7 p.m. show on a Saturday night, and then by the time we get to the end of our 11 p.m. show, there's a difference in the energy in the room for sure.
And how draining is it? How exhausting is it to do two shows how difficult is it to do 2 shows a night, 5 nights a week?
It gets tough. We have to make sure we're doing a lot of prehab and recovery stuff for our bodies for sure. But I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's easy to get here and motivate ourselves. It's just making sure our bodies can keep up, I think. Especially on those triples, sometimes you walk away feeling like a bit of a cripple. But
yeah, and then of course the calendar's on its way. You're filming it this week. Is this the point where you're the most excited to look the best you possibly can? Because this is not a week to be putting on 15 pounds, is it?
Yeah, exactly. And you're right. This is the time of the year I'm sort of always keeping in the back of my head is most excited to try and bring my best version of how I'm looking to the stage, and then hopefully that translates to a couple of good photos as well.
Congratulations on everything. Thank you for talking to me. It's great to see you.
Hey, thanks a lot, Alex.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.